Why the fuck doing that? All that's good, all that's good. Nobody in the chat yet. All right, I think we're set. Oh, it looks so much better. Oh. The focus, monitor live.
How you been?
Good, man. How you? How you? How are you? I can watch my own stream from my own profile. All right. I wish I would have known that ages ago. Okay. All right. We're all set. AC phase, inverter, spare, standby generator. Battery is on. Essential bus. Fuel, force trim, hydraulic control. Oh, let me check my force trim. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. That's what I'm talking about. We got that shit fixed. All right, flares are loaded. We'll go ahead and switch to transmit receive on all of that. Identification, friend or foe. Go ahead and set that. I'm missing anything. All right, fuel's at a detent. And oh. Oopsies. Is it oopsies? All right, there is nobody in the server right now. We are alone and unafraid. No crew chiefs, but we have rockets and guns. All right, engines got it. All right, cool. So as you can see in the top left cam box where my camera is, you can see that I have added another camera that is above my head. I finally got my GoPro webcam set up to finally work. Which will be useful for sim racing as well. Alright, CSAR checking in. CSAR checking in. All right, voice commands are working, so we're good there. We just checked in on duty for combat search and rescue through the radio, so they know we are set and ready to ready for tasking. Show current CSAR. Ooh, that's what I forgot to do, is put the live map in an overlay in here so I can see the map without having to switch back all the time, but we'll just rock it for now. Show CSAR on map. All right, so you can see the map just populated. Frontline is here. This is kind of the big threat area. You can see my dead body from last night is still out there. Nobody's rescued me yet. But all these blue circles with these dotted blue circles, those are all downed air crews that need rescuing. Falcon. Mission data. All right. Show CSAR on map. We'll just kind of come up with a game plan here. So there's a bunch of assets over here.
This or VTOL?
This for sure. All right, we're all set. Go ahead and arm up the guns and arm up our flares. That was weird. All right, power's coming in. Finally have my force trim setting fixed, so that'll be nice. Won't have to hold the stick in one position the whole time. There we go. Look, force trim works now. That's beautiful. Hands off the stick. It's set. We're actually gonna bang a left over here and uh-oh. Oh shit. Let's add a bunch of collective. We have the wrong force trim setting, I guess. Or we don't have a force trim reset. Options. Why is none of my shit working? Alright. This thing's acting real funny right now. Oh, because of this fucking thing. Dude, this voice mod, if you have voice mod on your computer, somebody let me know. It is the most clickbaity shit. I don't know why I installed it. But I will quickly be getting rid of that shit very soon. Oh,
who are we getting rid of?
Dude, what the fuck is going on with my control settings? Dude, this has been so weird and glitchy lately. Alright, UH1 search trimmer reset, I think is the... Yeah, why the fuck is that even on there? Alright, I don't know if my cyclic is just... Once I... That's so weird. Once I set my... Fuck, man. Cyclic pitch. Well, so it's awake and it's reading stuff. I'm not quite sure what's the malfunction here. All right, let's clear category. Yes. Let's clear category there. That's not even active anymore. No, not the whole category. Clear. Clear. Alright, so something with the trim, force trim, is messed up because my collector's working fine. Can I... Okay, so I can... Switches work. We just have no cyclic or pedal control. We're about to die anyways. Ooh, this like going inverted thing like just made my stomach turn. It's weird. Oh god. Oh, it's weird being in VR space. Okay.
Can you play on PS5?
Nah, this is PC only. Okay. Let's see what the dealio is. Special UH1 hotel, central position trimmer mode.
Gotta love when the game randomly wants to stop working with your controls.
Rudder trimmer.
Hello.
Howdy, partner. What's Castaneda on YouTube? Hello, my friend. Juice, what's up? How are you? Okay. Autopilot availability. What? No, there is no autopilot. Central position trimmer mode. Joystick without springs and force feedback. All right, well, I have springs. I don't have force feedback. But it says springs and force feedback, not or force feedback. Maybe central position, or maybe that's the setting. Let's try. I'm good, man. I am good. A little frustrated. My settings are acting all funky, but we'll get it squared away here in a second. But my computer's working like a charm now. It's amazing how many things were affected by my dying power supply unit. I was having like little weird things happen for like the last several months, and I just thought it was, poor software, or, just little gremlins in the computer. Just nope. Finally, my computer just died, and replaced the PSU. Everything works fantastic now. Like something stupid, like my GoPro, I couldn't like use it as a webcam, and I had done it before, like a year ago, and it worked fine, flawlessly. And then over the last 6 or so months, it just stopped working. Like it would work for a short period of time, and then it would just disconnect, USB disconnect. And I had other, devices randomly disconnect as well. So I thought, oh man, this fucking GoPro. No, it was a power supply issue. Because now it works great. Let's go.
How old was the PSU?
3 years? Definitely not long enough or old enough to have that type of issue. But my office in here, before I got an air conditioning unit specifically for this room, it was hot as fuck in here, like well over 80 degrees. And that was without the computer running. And so when I was gaming, it got hot as balls in here. Like I'd be streaming and I'd be sweating. So I'm sure over the last several months, excuse me, that played a part in the
Meaningful.
in the downfall.
Maybe it overheated, then got messed up.
Oh yeah, I'm fairly certain that's what happened. All right, let's see. Let's get started up and see if this force trim decides to work. All right, starter's engaged.
Cup check your teammate.
Aw, poor Giorgio. I'm gonna cup check you, buddy. We know how that went the other night. Dude, what is with my hand? All right, there it is. Oh, I can fully make a fist. Dude, we can box. Slide open. Bing bong. Bing bong. Highly inappropriate chat. You made me do it though. It almost looks wrong. If I could just... Oh, there we go. I'm trying to... Nope. Alright. Throttle's coming in. Alright, force trim is on. Let's see what it does. Oh, I think I cleared my force trim setting, didn't I? Trimmer reset. Trimmer. trimmer reset. Alright, 6 forward, set. Nope. Nada. So my pedals are doing it. How fucking annoying. Alright, well, we didn't have force trim last night, so we're not going to fuck with it tonight. Alright, CSAR checking in. CSAR checking in. Show current CSAR. Oh, my body from where I crashed last time is 1.3 clicks away. So we'll go rescue myself. Bring my body back. There it is. Radio check. Radio check. Ain't nobody want to talk. Look at that sunset, though. Launch star cluster. 9 o'clock, 1 click. There we are. Launch smoke. Launch smoke. Maybe if I enunciated my words. Alright. Looking for blue smoke here. Oh, we are in a shitty spot, eh? Why did we go and crash there? Alright, so we're going to hover and hoist them up. Alright, 2 survivors on the deck, about 10 feet forward, so we'll come forward 10, about 5, 3, 1, and hold. Alright, so we are holding station right here. There's about 6 more seconds. We'll get the second guy winched up here. Oh. A little high. We'll come down. What the fuck is that noise? Oh, somebody on the radio. Alright, got them loaded, we're on the go. Is there a MASH unit over here? I don't know if we can drop these guys off at Alpha. We'll certainly try. Yeah, I think that's a mash right there. Thank you for the heart in the eye. I appreciate it, Bjorn. Nope. So this is a fart. They can't be brought to a fart. They got to go to a MASH, airfield, or a hospital helipad. Chat, y'all are quiet. I'm sitting a little high in the seat. There we go. All right. Show current CSAR. 26.7 clicks. Loud and clear. Got you loud and clear, disaster, homie. How me? That's shorthand for how do you read me? Alright, we'll go put this aircrew down at this airport here. That way we have enough room for 6 more packs. I changed a few graphical settings in DCS before I jumped on this train, and the comparison between what it looks like now and what it looked like last night on the stream, night and day. So much better. It is gorgeous right now, especially with that sunset. Lord. It'll be we'll be doing some night flying here in a little bit once that sun goes all the way down. Excuse me. So true.
How long were you in the military?
5 years on active duty, and then I did 3 years in the Guard. Jesse, if you go over to my my Twitch page,
Hurrah.
under About, if you scroll down to the panels there, I've got a bunch of About Me info and whatnot in there. Alright. The boys are out of the aircraft. Pick back up. Alright, we're going to head towards the front lines here. Blow this tent away. If only you could do that, would be awesome. I wonder how accurate my...
Did you fly in military too?
So I was a crew chief. Blast the Hunter,
Hi.
thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. Do me a favor, smash that that like button. Drives more people into the stream. Gets the chat going, a little more lively. It's a little more fun for everybody. Do. Alright. So, show current CSAR. Show current CSAR.
Do you
Alright,
fly with my dad?
12.3 clicks. Did I fly with your dad? Who's your dad?
Take care, brother. I'm just kinda scrolling. Yell Kobe and nose down.
Alright, Jesse, we'll catch you on the next one, buddy.
Manual.
Show current CSAR. Show CSAR on map.
How
Bring
hard
up
is
the
it to
map.
get a setup like this?
I mean, it's not hard. It just it's not cheap, so. If you have the money, I guess, you know, fairly easy.
Are you playing the flying game?
I am playing the flying game. We are playing DCS World currently.
Hi.
Hello, hello. What's up, Blackbird? Show current CSAR. 5.5 clicks. So we'll go ahead and have him launch star cluster. Launch star cluster. There it is. 11 o'clock, 5 clicks. Contact that red flare down there on the coast. Hopefully we don't get shot out of the fucking sky. But we probably will. Alright. Launch smoke. Launch smoke. Really gotta enunciate your words. Alright, contact the blue smoke. 1 o'clock. Can't really see anything. Also don't have any type of early warning system for surface to air or whatever it may be in this old grandpa of a helicopter. So just kind of gotta look for threats visually and hope for the best. So we're gonna descend down here. It's getting pretty dark, so it's we're gonna have to transition to goggles here in a little while. Not quite yet, but we're gonna stay NOE or nap of the earth very low to avoid any type of small arms fire or surface to air threats. Unless somebody has this line of sight, we'll be able to avoid detection pretty easily. All right, homie's in. We are on the go. Oh, no, we got a second. All right, Dust 2, pilot and aircrew. All right, now we have them. Pedal turn to the right. We'll egress kind of the direction that we came in. We didn't take any fire on our ingress, so seemingly this is a pretty safe route. So we'll go out the way we came in. Show current CSAR. Launch star cluster. We got a dude within 1 click of us. He is 7 o'clock. He just launched a flare. I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is, out over the coast. That is not good. So any of the pilots that are down, over the water or on the beach, rescuing them is kind of a tumultuous task because you are in the wide open, but leave no man behind. Launch smoke. All right, there he is. I don't know if any of those vehicles up there on that hill are hostile or friendly. We're going to kind of weave our way through these trees here. Sneak our way in. Hopefully we don't get shot right up the nose. Yep, we're getting shot right up the nose. Oh, shit. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Alright, well that didn't work out. Exactly what I was scared was going to happen happened. So go ahead and switch to rockets. And we'll see if we can answer back real quick. Janet, thank you for the follow. That's him right there. Oh, shit. Ah! We don't have our intervalometer set. I knew I forgot something. There we go. Bob and weave, baby, bob and weave. There's traces everywhere. Alright, we're gonna get behind some of this terrain real quick. And build some airspeed. Controls feel great. Nothing really on the master caution. We'll reset this, see if anything pops up here. Didn't mean to launch that rocket. Mistakes were made. Oh, he's not dead. Well, as you can tell, we have been shot up quite a bit. I don't think we're gonna do much good with our miniguns here, launching 7.62 rounds at a piece of armor. So we're gonna go ahead, get back, drop these guys off, and get repaired real
That's
quick.
Cool as hell.
The getting shot part, it wasn't so cool, but the engagements are kind of fun. Alright, so some of my gauges are no longer working. My altimeter is kind of unreliable. Oh, yeah, that BTR died. We wounded it, and it finally fell. I have no airspeed indicator. My VSI is working. So that's great. Jason, thank you for the follow, my man. By the way, we are live on Twitch, as well as YouTube. People tend to like the Twitch experience a little more, so get that widescreen landscape view. And on my about panels under the stream, there's a little more information if you're curious. My whole PC setup, racing setup, flight sim setup, all of that information's in there as well. So if you want to go check that out, you can head on over to Twitch. We are back en route to the airfield. Still pretty bright for NVGs. whale. Still kind of lonely out here. Man, we got shot the hell up. Uh-oh. I bet I know what that was. Did it overheat? No, that's back. My generator does not look like it is performing tip-top shape. I don't have any hydraulic lights, so I don't know if my hydraulic system got hit. It does feel a little bit squirrely, but it should be all right. Isn't that tent over here somewhere? Oh shit, it's up there. It's getting so dark I can't see shit. Thank you for the follow, Cindy. Alright. Safe on deck, throttle's coming down. Alright, we are shutting down currently. Going to safe up the guns. We're getting there. Getting close to NVG time. Reason we're shutting down is we got to repair this old bird. She's hurting. Right.
Request repair. Unable to comply.
Still gotta wait. Come on, blades. Wish I had a rotor brake. Yeah, I mean, it's just as dark for you as it is for me.
Request repair. Unable to comply.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Come on, friends. There it is. All right, blades are finally done turning.
Request repair. Copy.
While we are doing that, I am going to go get a tasty drink. I will be back momentarily. Still waiting for repair, eh? So, go and get this cabin light on so it doesn't look so... Nah, I like the white light better. Timmy, thank you for the follow. Yeah, just bear with us for a second. We are getting this bad mamma jamma repaired. And all the doors are fixed, windows are fixed, damage is fixed. All right.
Invert the throttle axis. The collector need to rise, not to push smiley face.
Invert the throttle axis. The collector needs to rise, not to push. Yeah, I know how helicopters work, man. But pulling back on a throttle is not as intuitive as you would think. It's not like pulling up on an actual collective. What are we doing here? Oh, all right. Rad Atlas on, batteries on, standby generator is set to starter generator essentially.
Yeah, you right.
Standby gen, inverter spare. Force trim, hydraulic control, fuel is set. Fuel is out of detent. Radios are still set, and starter's coming in. All right, gas producer speed, or our NG speed, is coming through 10%. We're looking for 40% or 40 seconds, whatever comes first. Either way, we are going to release the starter, and there's 40%. Engine's got it. Show current CSAR. All right. Any of the guys that are down on the beach, we're going to avoid that. We have 0 close air support.
I tried out the invert throttle, but really hard to get used to it.
Yeah. Once I get an actual collective, it'll be nice. But until then, I'm kind of used to this. The throttle right now.
Dang, my typical message isn't on my clipboard anymore.
Good. I hope it deleted it. It probably got tired of you saying it so much. Alrighty then, we're set to standby generator. Actually, we'll go ahead and throttle up here. Add a little left pedal so
I think I remember by heart, so I'll send it next time.
I'm so looking forward to it. Alright, let's go ahead and some of this pedestal lighting. Alright, engine, gauge, cluster, co-pilot, and pilot. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and shut off the cockpit lighting. We are getting real close to twilight. So NVGs will be coming out here very soon. Show CSAR on map. You can already see a few stars out there. All right, so we are going to avoid the water. Any inland targets we can try to make work. How about this? We've got an F-15 crew down, or an F-16. Yeah, it's an F-16 crew. And an Mi-24 crew way up northwest. So we'll try to go see if we can get them. Show CSAR on map. It only pops up for 30 seconds, so that's why I had to call it again. If we can kind of skirt to the right of this, so we are down here, we're going to skirt around to the right, try to avoid some of the surface-to-air threats, and then sneak in and pick up these folks here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get up to Grump, Mi-24 pilot. He's kind of alone and unafraid way up north, but we'll do our best. All right, reset the master caution panel. All right, power's coming in. We are on the go. All right, NVGs are coming out. So in these low light areas, clarity's pretty good. We can still look under our goggles and see the all of the instruments. You don't want to try to look at your instruments on NVGs because, as you can tell, it's blurry as shit. You're not going to be able to see it. So you're constantly having to look under the goggles, look through the goggles. But you can tell on the horizon up there. Where's my hand? It's super bright, right? So this is one of the most dangerous times to fly in real life and in sim flight is twilight. As the sun's going down, it's right on the horizon. Without goggles, you can't see shit. With goggles, you almost can't see shit, right? So you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So you put your goggles down to see what you can see, and then in the areas like on the horizon, very overexposed, because if you look under the goggles, you can see the sun setting, and it's pretty bright over there. So your goggles are going to be overexposed, so it kind of washes out the rest of the image. So say another helicopter's flying right at me right now, it'll be very hard to see them. So the darker it is, the better when you're under NVGs. Speaking of that, we will go ahead and throw our infrared position lights. We'll go ahead and turn those on, so any aircraft in the area can see us if they're on goggles as well. Chat, what's going on? We finally got some people in here. I was sitting pretty low there for a minute. "90 people in here."
Just being amazed of the setup.
Oh, I appreciate it. All right. So we want to stay away from the water. We're going to stay inland. Our guns are not armed up. They are armed now. My intervalometer is set. I forgot to rearm. So we are basically no rockets right now, but we still have full flares.
One day, hopefully, it'll get a setup that way.
Oh yeah, buddy. Test our flares. Nope, not armed. You gotta flip the little switch for it to work. Dummy. Go external mode here. Kind of a cool view, if I say so myself. Alright. Back to the cockpit. Back under goggles here. Okie dokie. Show Seesaw on map. We've got kind of a ways to go. Just gonna pull some power. Start picking up some airspeed here. No NVGs, dark as fuck. NVGs, a little bit better, but pretty washed out still. The one thing that, not one thing, DCS is a fantastic simulator, but what really impresses me is their NVGs. When it gets washed out by too much light or overexposed, they have put in what's called scintillation, which is little artifacts that pop up on your NVGs. They look like little stars, twinkling stars. It's an overabundance of electrons being force-fed into your night vision goggles. So it shows up as these little, like, dancing, twinkling stars, I guess is what they closely look like. Most every other game it's just a green screen, right? It just brightens everything up. I've never seen a simulator that has NVGs, and if it's overexposed, it has scintillation. It's just like the very fine attention to detail in all of their assets and things in this game. It's fantastic. Jerry, thank you for the follow, man. We are climbing, which we don't want to do. So night flying, especially when you're not on goggles, right? You have very little context clues as to what's going on around you, right? I'm just flying through the abyss, it would seem. So it's very easy to get disoriented, and it also happens when you're flying in weather, like inside the clouds. You get what's called spatial D, or spatial disorientation. You are flying blind, essentially. So I could be climbing, I could be descending. If I'm not looking at the gauges, right? If I had my hand over the gauges and I wasn't looking, like, I have no idea if I've got a slight climb right now, or if I've got a massive descent, because it all just looks black. If I throw my goggles, right, I can tell, okay, trees getting bigger, I'm probably descending.
Lizard.
Trees getting smaller, okay, I'm probably climbing. But now, can't see anything.
Lizard.
Do, big slacker. Sorry, buddy. Start with the 5-minute timeout.
Black Hawk?
Nah, dog, we are in the UH1 Hotel, Huey. Show current CSAR.
How's the post-surgery?
Oh, fuck me. We're a little sore. Oh, John Michael, what's up? I didn't even see who was... Alright, so our generator and our inverter are gone. These motherfuckers. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Alright, we're diving. We don't want to completely overspeed the helicopter, but we want to get out of the threat zone. Oh, Lord. They've got me pinged, that's for sure. Oh. But yeah, man, I'm a little sore, but not bad. Alright, our hydraulics are history. Oh shit. She's getting real squirrely to fly here.
Good. This looks badass. Catch you later.
Alright, buddy. We'll catch you on the next one. Alright, I've got no guns. I've got no nothing. And we just flew right towards a BTR. And that's all she wrote. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, where the fuck were you at this whole time? Just hanging about. I could have been providing some escort, my friend. Well, boy, oh boy, was it hot. We were not safe anywhere. It was precarious. Batteries on. Okie dokie. Yeah. Main generator set. Switch to AC phase. Inverter spare. Standby generator. Starter generator. Non-essential bus. Fuel is on. Force trim. Hydraulic controls. Fuel is out of detent. And starter's engaged. Dun 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 dun. Yo, YouTube, this is DCS World. Miss Smitty, thank you for the follow. Alright. Engine's got it. Radio engaged. Boom, boom. Intervalometer.
Sup,
set.
Uncle?
How are you? How are you? Alright, flares are up. Lights. Oh my. Oopsies. The oopsies. Alright. Throttle's coming up. It is dark as fuck, boy. Inteller.
Are you streaming the game from your PC to your headset, or is this game available on the Metastore?
No, I'm streaming it from my PC
When are
to
you
my
putting
headset.
the GAU -8 on this bad boy?
I gotta take her to the shop tomorrow, so maybe the mechanics will.
Okay.
If I bring them a bottle of, I don't know, maybe a bourbon. Maybe they'll do it, you know. All right. It is dark as fuck. You can tell this is going to be a low light night. No. Not a whole lot of ambient lighting. Show CSAR on map. Okie dokie, Jones. All right, so where did we get shot at this last time? Right here.
What's the mission?
Oh, we were so far north. Entirely too far north than where we needed to be. I really wish I had the live map up. Show CSAR on map. Okay. So the mission right now is we are going to rescue down pilots. These two crews right here. Me and my co-pilot. And me and my co-pilot from our previous two deaths. So we have the ability to go and rescue ourselves. So we can retain our lives.
Oh, awesome.
But But I'm telling you, boy, this is hot out here. The further north you get, they get real salty up there. Show CSAR on map. I have to keep asking for it because it only stays on the map for 30 seconds. All right, well, maybe if we fly low enough down the coast, we can pick up these guys out over the water. I think that's a good plan. Actually, it's probably not a good plan, but fuck it. Leave no man behind. All right, power's coming in. Pedal turn to the left, and we will start heading towards the coast here. Airspeed's alive. Positive rate of climb. What time is it? 1:47? When the server resets, which I think it's going to happen in about... I don't know if it does it at the top of the hour. Never really paid attention. But it seemed like it said the server was going to reset in an hour, like an hour ago. So we must be getting close. But I think I might try to jump into the Apache. I'm terrible at running the systems in it, but... We'll try it. Also, when the server resets, it'll be daytime, so I can imagine a whole lot of people aren't too enthusiastic about watching me stream us flying around in this single tube NVGs. It'll be more enjoyable when it's daytime. You ain't zinning, you ain't winning. I have not been in iRacing and sim race in like almost a week. Miss Smitty with the heart. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Appreciate it. $6,000 likes.
Well deserved.
I really appreciate it. Show current CSAR. 22.6 clicks. Alright, let's head towards the coast here. Contact the wires off the nose. Thank you for the follow, Gary. And Justin, thank you for the follow. Airfield, 11 o'clock over there. So I'm hoping some of these armored assets like these BTRs and ZSUs that are... I know the ZSU definitely does, but these BTRs, hopefully they won't be able to see us low out over the water at night. So we may be able to sneak in and execute some rescues. But who knows?
Is flying at night scary or difficult IRL?
It depends. One, it depends on the situation and the environment that you're flying in. Well, I was going to say two parts. One, the situation, right? If you're flying in combat, or if you're flying in, a kind of a very involved training mission. You're doing an insert, you're fast roping, you're whatever. Especially hovering at night adds an element of complexity. So that can make it, I wouldn't say scary, but a little more tense. And then depending on if it's low light or high light. So every night, right, the illumination changes. And I'm sure if you've ever driven down the road or you've ever gone outside, you go out at midnight on one night and it's pretty bright, right? You've got the moon, you've got the stars. It's pretty bright. We call those highlight nights, or HLL, high light level. Then you have low light level nights, or LLL, or triple L. That's when there's very, very low ambient light. The moon and the stars are obscured by the clouds, and it gets really, really, really dark. And there's no cultural lighting, so like we call lights in houses, you can see them all over the place. That's all cultural lighting, right? So if you're out in the mountains, you have no ambient light, you have no cultural lighting, it gets really dark. And if you're flying low to the ground, it makes it really sketch. So that can be scary. But some of the most tactically advantageous times to fly in combat are low light level nights, right? Because if it's hard for us to see when we have NVGs on, it's definitely hard for the bad guys to see. So, yeah, it can be sketch, it can be scary, but, that's why you train. Cash, thank you for the follow. The other thing, too, that adds a level of complexity is we use what's called the Anvis 9. It's like a PVS, I want to say PVS 31 NVG that's rated for aviation use, but they're called Anvis 9 NVGs, night vision goggles. And with the two tubes combined, your field of view is 40 degrees. So if you can imagine daytime, your eyes wide open, you have about 180 degrees field of view, right, from far left to far right. You've constricted that now to 40 degrees field of view. On top of that, your depth perception with NVGs is greatly, greatly reduced. It is hard to tell, especially without training, how far you are. Right, on NVGs, it could look like my guess is probably 80 feet. I'm pretty close. So I was off by like 10 feet. But some people could say, hey, I'm, without the trees right there, if I'm out over the water, right, maybe I'm like 20 feet right now, or maybe 200 feet, or somewhere in between. I don't know. Or distance,
Blizzard.
right? Those things can, it makes it really hard, especially when you're trying to come in for a hover. It makes it very difficult. Show current CSAR. show current CSAR.
This is
Launch
cool.
star cluster. Oh, CSAR checking in. Launch star cluster. All right, 12 o'clock, 2 clicks. We're looking for a red flare. So off the nose, you can see without goggles, there's that red flare falling. That's where we're trying to go. So we've got a downed air crew up there. We're going to try to go rescue. Hopefully we don't get shot down. Guns are armed. We are switched to... Oh, shit. We're already taking fire. Wave off. Wave off. Sorry, my friend. All right, so you can tell we are out over the water, and there is very, very low illumination. Which isn't very realistic, right? It would, with the stars overhead and the moon out, it'd be kind of a lot easier to see, but it's a good simulation for a low light. Flying in low light. Grot, thank you for the follow, my friend. All right. We are switched to rockets. Is my intervalometer set? It is. We're going to try to get a rocket shot here. Follow the tracers. I don't have a FLIR, so I can't really see. My reticle is... All right, there he is. All right, off left. Well, whoever that was, stop shooting at us for a second at least. We are Winchester on rockets. We have plenty of gun left, but... Launch star cluster. 10 o'clock, 600 meters. We're looking for a flare in the air. Got it. All right, so that BTR that was shooting at us is on fire and dead, thank God. Launch star cluster. Dude, where the fuck are you? Launch smoke. Hopefully we can see the smoke on our goggles. No promises. He should be out here, over here somewhere. Out here, over here. What a sentence. I'm not seeing him. Definitely not seeing him without NVGs. Alright, so this adds some complexity to this whole thing. I can't see where he's at. We're gonna go out over the water, and then we'll have him launch another flare. We've got a massive descent rate going. It is super hard to see over the water here. Alright, so I got about 1,000 foot per minute rate of climb, which is good. We don't need that much, but as long as we're climbing, we're alright. Launch star cluster. Alright, there he is. I think he's just kind of in the middle of the field. Alright, 500 foot rate of climb. We're coming through 60 knots. Getting our airspeed down. We're not taking any fire right now. Contact somebody off the nose. I guess that's our survivor. We'll just hope he's that's a friendly. That may be a piece of cargo. Yeah, that's some cargo. Where's our guy? There's our guy. I got him. Alright, so I can't see shit. Trying to hold a hover here. Got a little bit of a left drift. We're gonna just winch this dude. So I have a terrible reference point. So you want something at night, especially when you're trying to hover. Finding something stationary and fixed on the ground to use as a reference point. The smoke is kind of obscuring our stuff here. We'll try to use one of those light posts. It's very hard to see. It's very dark. Alright, homeboy's in. We are on the go. Show current CSAR.
What's the point of the NVG to me? It looks like it just makes flying harder.
Show current CSAR. What's the point of the NVG? To me, it looks like it just makes flying harder. That's why. You try hovering at 10 or 15 feet. And in this, at least you can see something, right? Show current CSAR. Alright. We've got an Apache crew that's down, 2.6 clicks. Launch star cluster. Alright, homie's over the water way out there. So as you can tell, this is where the rad alt, or our radar altimeter, that gauge with the green numbers, that's our radar altimeter. So that's bouncing a little frequency off of the ground and sending it back to me. So it's getting a real-time update of my height above the ground. And it's not using pressure like a typical altimeter. Launch star cluster. Uh, 7 o'clock, 200 meters. Oh, we overflew him. So that rad alt is tremendously useful over the water. So I'm 430 feet. I've got a massive descent rate going. Not good. Can't see anything. We'd call this a little bit of spatial disorientation. Launch star cluster. There he is. Alright, this may be damn near impossible. Coming through 250 feet. I can't see him at all. I'm not going to be able to see him in the water very well. Let me wave off real quick and see if I used to have my no, I don't. Let me close my left door here. Don't need the added noise. Alright, so with 0 reference points, we'll see what we can do here. Launch star cluster. Alright, he's right below us. Fuck, I can't see anything. Oh. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Alright. My pedestal lighting is bright as fuck. Or maybe not that dark. Lord have mercy. Okay, there we go. Not so washed out. A little more manageable. Launch star cluster. Launch star cluster. Alright, coming through 150 feet. Launch star cluster. Thank God this guy's got a ton of flares. We're 100 feet over him. Launch star cluster. He's still a ways out. All right, we got to be close. We're 50 feet over the water. Launch star cluster. I'm getting closer. There he is. I can see him. Very faint, but I can see him.
Hey, quick question.
Alright, we're 20 feet over the water. I can see the survivor. We're gonna have to hover over him directly and hopefully we get lucky. We're holding station. Alright, survivor's in, we're on the go. Get a good positive rate of climb here. What's your question, my friend? Show current CSAR. Launch star cluster. 10 o'clock, one click. There he is. Alright, now we may take fire. Launch smoke. Oh shit. We're juking. This area is a little contested.
Oh, flying at night now.
Yep. Alright, so then... Oh, there we go. There's those effective shots. Your mom's a hoe. Oh, we're way high. We've got some damage. Oh. Ooh. Oh, over the trees. Lord have mercy, my hydraulic system is fucked. We may not even have, Alright, we're out of the WES. Oh, no, we're not.
Oh god.
The weapon engagement zone. Oh my god, still. Oh, that's... I think we gotta... I think that was a, show CSAR on map. I think there's an enemy helicopter in the area, because those shots were coming out from over the water. Alright, server's about to restart, so we'll go ahead and get out of here. So we don't have to go through the whole... server restart rigmarole. At least it'll be daylight. The engagements with the tracers on the minigun are pretty fun though at night. Oh no, my last Zen. All right, usually it takes about a minute or two for the server to reset. There it is. But since we're sitting here, I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back. Gonna swap out batteries. Beautiful. All right. Well, daytime flying, a little more enjoyable. Better for the viewer. Oh, we're still restarting. Let's jump in the Apache. I have no idea what I'm doing in the Apache, but You know what? I'll jump in the Apache just to give you a
Does
look
it
at
go
what it
to
looks like.
random war? Or can you choose like a part of the world?
So it depends on what server you're in. People make servers in all different maps. There's like the Caucasus, which is the one that we were just in. That's kind of like a Eastern Bloc, Eastern European style environment. There's a Syria map, an Afghanistan, Iraq. What else is there? There's several modules that DCS has built map wise. But
Ah, cool.
this particular server is over the Caucasus. So, all right, we're loading back into the server. It is successfully reset. Go ahead and join. But yeah, we'll jump in the Apache just to kind of give you a. We'll look around the interior of the helicopter. I just want to show you how badass and how well of a job they did. But we're not going to try to fly it because I'm completely combat ineffective in the Apache. I have zero clue what I'm doing. I couldn't even tell you how to shoot the fucking gun.
Haha.
All right. And close the canopy. Oh, I forgot what the canopy. My key bindings are all set for the Huey, so I don't remember what I have for the. I would have to change my setup. But anyways, look at this thing. Look how beautiful. I mean, they even put the M4 there in case we have to egress. Like the reflection on the screen on all of these MFDs. Where's the battery switch? I forgot where the battery switch is on this thing. This is how terrible I am with this helicopter. Fuck it, whatever. I don't know. But switch it, like all of the paint is like scratched up. It's worn out where, people, there's even fingerprint smudges on the screen. Like if you can see that, that's the level and attention to detail that they did when building this. So all of the aircraft in DCS are all 3D scanned. So somebody has gone to an Apache, taken pictures or 3D scanned it, and then they've built the model inside of
Amazing.
the digital world. So we'll go ahead and we'll go on the sun side. Like, look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. All the scratches on the panels. Oh, whoa. I'm trying to control this in VR space. It's not as easy as it looks, but I mean, all the little, on the tail wheel assembly, every little piece of hydraulic piping and electric.
What's left is learn to fly, M.
Yeah. One day we'll figure out how to fly this beast. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a look at what a beautiful job they did. All right, back to the Huey. I mean, the Huey's beautifully built as well. USA red flag. Yeah, we'll just rock that one. All right, force trim, fuel's set, radios are set to transmit receive. Flares are loaded, which We wouldn't do this in real life, but fuck it. AC phase, standby generator, starter generator batteries on, lowered RPM, warning is off. Come on, switch. There we go. Set that bad mamma jamma, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Alright, fuel's out of detent. Starter's engaged. Oh, so we are we're like an OP4 liveried aircraft right now. Beautiful. Even the door handle turns on this door. Watch. When we open it will. Isn't that wild? Like somebody had to say, hey, you know, when we actually open a door, we turn the door handle and slide it back. So they sat there and programmed that shit to do that. It's wild. It's amazing. It's the little things, man. All right. All right, throttle's coming out. Set our IFF for our identification friend or foe. Why is my throttle not coming up? Hello? Are we glitching right now? Are we being silly, helicopter? What is going on here? Oh, there it is. Lord have mercy. What was wrong with you? Alright, CSAR checking in. CSAR checking in. There it is. Yo, thank you for the follow, Mr. Graves. Appreciate you. Alright, we're all set. We're at 100%. We are checked in with the controllers for CSAR tasking. We're going to pick up and start heading towards the AO. Alright, airspeed's live. Positive rate of climb. We're going to come left and up and over this ridge. Oh, it's nice to be back in the daytime. Daytime, nighttime. Alright. Guns armed. Got our reticle out. Go ahead and test fire the guns real quick. And boop. Guns work as advertised. Our intervalometer for our rockets are not set. They are set now. Show current CSAR. Alright, Phantom, the guy that was flying earlier, got shot down over here. About 12 clicks away. Show CSAR on map. Bring up the map. So there's us flying. We are looking for... Phantom is off to our right. Okay. Launch beacon. Alright, so now he's activated his beacon. He is set to 525.0, so we will switch the correct frequency band. And he should be about right here. And so we're pinged out on the signal, so we should be navigating to our friend
What
here.
would a basic VR setup cost, you reckon? Inclusive PC.
Including the PC? Like, are you talking about like a setup like I have for flight sim or for racing or what? Show current CSAR. Who am I pinged to right now? Show CSAR on map. That's not his. Launch beacon.
Not specifically for this, but yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we're pinging our guy. So my PC specifically, if you want to go to my Twitch, hit the About tab and scroll down. It's got every spec, every piece, every component on my PC, on my VR, on the racing sim, the flight sim, all of that stuff is listed in there, and it's got Amazon links so you can go and check exactly how much those things cost. I would say for like the flight sim setup that I have, this specific rig, the VR headset, the flight sticks that I have, the rudder pedals, and my PC setup, probably like $5,000.
You a veteran?
I am.
Great ill, check
Go
it out.
current CSAR.
Hi.
Launch Star Cluster. 11 o'clock, 8 clicks. You are very welcome, my friend. Alright, so we're going to pick up a downed Huey crew.
Was you in the Air Force?
No, I was in the Marine Corps. They love Connor. If you go to my Twitch, go to the About tab.
That's sick.
Scroll
Did
down.
you fly these in real life?
I've got a pretty detailed About Me section, kind of my military experience, law enforcement experience, all that stuff. Launch smoke. All right, contact the smoke off the nose. About 6 clicks. Go ahead and turn down the ADF volume.
How long was in for?
Was in for 5 years, active duty. And then I did 3 years in the Army National Guard after I got out of the Marine Corps. Alright, we're coming up to the survivors here. Area doesn't look very contested, so should be an easy pick. We're not going to overfly the zone. We'll just go straight in. Wind's coming at our nose anyways. Coming through 60 knots, 120 feet. There's our boys. Looks like 2 of them. Five-star Uber service. All right, we're just gonna take off straight into the wind.
DoorDash.
Yep. Alright, I'll go ahead and kill the ADS because we don't need that anymore.
Have to get a collector.
Yeah. My next purchase is a Virpil collective base with a throttle and the Apache collective stick.
Ads?
It's about collectively it's about $600. So somebody just got shot down.
Request CSAR.
Yep, there it is. There's a CSAR call. Show current CSAR. Vantage. He's not even on the list yet. Beacon will activate on demand. Show current CSAR. Refresh the list here.
ADS?
ADS, what are you talking about? Ads? Air defense systems. Advertisements. Show current CSAR. Alright, Panic 4-1 is 20.5 clicks. I'm not sure exactly which direction. Launch beacon.
You said you were turning off ADS.
ADF. ADF as in Frank. Automatic direction finder. It uses a radio beacon, so on their survival radio, they can tune to a specific frequency to transmit. I can receive that signal, and this needle right here, this big, thick white needle, will point in their direction.
Cool.
Launch beacon. All right, 990. So we'll switch. No, we're in this correct frequency band. We're just going to have to scroll up to the correct
details are really good.
Oh, it's the best. There's not a better combat flight simulator in the world. Oh, we were not in the correct band. Sorry. So we're on the 850 to 1750 band. We are tuning in for 990. We'll turn up our gain. I think we blew through it. Oh, I gotta be set to ADF. I turned that bitch off, didn't I? There we go. So we got good Morse code, and the needle is pointing in the direction of our survivor. Ethan with the Let 'em Cook, thank you. I appreciate it. You're very kind. The only bummer about the ADF is this needle is very, very sensitive. So if you're stable, it'll give you a good direction. Otherwise, if you're turning, yanking, and banking, that needle's real wobbly. So it takes a few seconds for it to stabilize. So you can tell it's pointing off to the right. I know that guy's not off to the right, but here it comes. All right, so it stabilized itself. Show current CSAR. Show current CSAR. All right, 10.2 clicks off the nose is our F-18 pilot that just got shot down. I'm going to try to go pluck him off this mountain. I am set to transmit receive. Radio check. Why is it not? Radio check. Copy, thank you. Alright, so there is one guy on 2500. Show current CSAR. Launch star cluster. Alright, I'm not seeing Homeboy's flare yet. Thank you for the follow. Watt. Is it What Jammer? Or Watt Jammer? Launch star cluster. There he is. Straight off the nose on the other side of those power lines. Through that little valley.
Why aren't we able to hear people respond through the radio?
It's very quiet. I don't know if the audio is coming through the software that I have, SRS, or if it's coming through DCS. I may have to add SRS as an audio input, but nobody's talking. There's only one other person in this entire server. Launch smoke. We're searching for the smoke. He may be on the other side of this little hill. Trying to stay low. Doing our best to avoid surface-to-air threats here. There he is. Oh, man. Homie's in the trees. We're going to have to hover and hoist him. There is nowhere to land in there. Alright, so we're picking a reference point to look at, kind of staring at that, just to see if we're getting too close, if we're drifting left or right of it, and we're just holding station here. A little right drift, correct that, little climb. Alright, homie's in, power's coming in, we are on the go. Go find our next survivor here. Show current CSAR. Show current CSAR. 2 clicks. Got a Huey crew down. Show CSAR on map. Oof. Convoluted that map is. Alright, we're gonna go for this 60 crew down here. Show CSAR on map.
SAM launch at 8 o'clock.
Alright, launching flares. 8 o'clock, that's gonna be behind us and to the left. So my co-pilot saw smoke in the air. Thank God he gave me a call out. Immediately started popping flares. Launch smoke. Alright. Oh, they're right there. Got a bunch of airspeed built, so we don't want to climb because we got that surface air threat up there. We're kind of shielded, so we're going to bleed off that airspeed. And this kind of a tight turn real quick. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Lisa and... Is it Ali? I can't tell that. The letters are blurred. Ahmad. Alright, survivors are in. Show CSAR on map. Show CSAR on map. Alright, since we're pretty safe right here, we've got 3 packs on board. We've got room for 3 more. We can go get trash bag. Call sign trash bag. An MI8 pilot that's down. Power's coming in. Pedal turn to the left. Keep these trees above us. Use that as a... as concealment here from any surface air threats. Show CSAR on map. That's not what I wanted. Show current CSAR. Show current CSAR. Our trash bag is 1.9. Launch star cluster. Launch star cluster. 10 o'clock, 2 clicks. Should be out the left side, pretty close. Launch star cluster. It's pretty bright, so it's kind of hard to see flares, but launch smoke. Launch smoke. 1 click. Looking for blue smoke. It's going to be out for 9 o'clock. There he is.
Ice always wanted to play DCS, but don't have a PC.
Ah! God, why will it not fucking switch guns? Jesus Christ. My co-pilot's dead. Still taking shots. We still got survivors on the ground. Oh, another fucking BTR or something behind us. Trying to juke. Try to descend into these trees. Still got a job to do. We're probably going to take shots from the right and the left. Oh, fuck me. Alright, wave off. Alright, let's do this. That dude may not be able to see me behind these trees here. We can have the survivors come to us. Oh. Getting out of here is going to be a... let's find a good spot that we're concealed. Right here. This looks okay. It may take them a minute to run to us, but it's better than nothing. Survivor, come to me.
At least some fresh air through the hole.
Oh no, oh, here he comes. Oh, no. They moved in on me. We died. We tried. We tried. We tried to save our boy.
God damn it. Should have took a Blackhawk.
No. The results would have been the same.
And fly it. You got gun on the heli.
Yeah, 7.62 rounds don't do very well with against armor. My rockets work well, but you have to be in a position to shoot them. So, if we climb out to try to get rounds on target, we really expose ourselves. CSAR checking in.
You got any other games? Blackhawk has less rotor noise.
Yeah, I think you're going to be able to hear Blackhawk from, a mile away, if not more. And those dudes are going to be able to see you. Without close air support or a armed escort, it's pretty tumultuous trying to get into those LZs. Why is my fucking throttle not working? Oh, am I putting it back into detent? It's weird. I don't know.
Is there any such thing as a very quiet copter?
I mean, I guess that super secret stealth Blackhawk that they use at what was it, Operation Neptune Spear? If it even exists. Show CSAR on map. There we go. All right, so that's where we just got shot down. Boop. Or no, right here. I think this is where we just got shot down. Yeah, because we were trying to pick up panic. So this is this whole threat engagement zone. Anybody outside of there we may be able to get. So hammer.
If it even exists is the perfect answer.
There's a Chinook crew over here. We may be able, let's try that. Let's try to squeeze show CSAR on map. All of these big weapon engagement zones will
or take a MH6 flying egg lol.
We'll try to avoid these and come in there. All right, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, power's coming in. We're on the go. reset this master caution light. There we go. Oof. What an ugly departure. Staz JV, thank you guys for the follow. Fine Moon Dog Main, thank you. Oh Lord, paying attention to the chat and not flying. Oh no, I'm out of my tasty beverage. Somebody asked if I play any other games. I do play other games. This week though, I've really been enjoying getting back into DCS, but play some tactical first-person shooters, primarily Ready or Not. A lot of my friends, I've had Ready or Not for like 4 years on PC, but since the console drop last month, a lot of my friends that only have console started playing it, so that's been fun to get back into that. Also play a lot of iRacing, but last week I got super frustrated. It was just not a good week for sim racing for me, so I decided to take a little break. I'll probably do some sim racing tomorrow.
Do you know if Microsoft Flight has similar missions to this?
They don't. Microsoft Flight Simulator has no combat scenarios. They stay out of the guns and rockets and missiles and bombs. Equalizer console peasants, yeah. Gotta have a little bit of love for them though. Aurora Hang 10.
Is this an actual combat scenario?
Thank you guys for the follows. Yeah, so this is an online server called Rotorheads. This is the Rotorhead server. Is he trying to talk to me, or is he calling Rifle? Rifle is an air-to-ground missile launch. So you'll call Rifle to indicate, hey, I'm launching a missile. Anybody in the area, keep an eye out. Rose, thank you for the rose. So very sweet of you. Or Renee, sorry. Thank you for the rose. But yeah, so this is the Rotorhead server.
Oh,
it's
there
primarily
are actual
helicopters
other pilots out there that you are rescuing?
It's primarily helicopters. There are a few slots that are open for fixed-wing guys, but the majority are all helicopter pilots. All of the friendly aviation units are all real pilots. All of the enemy ground forces, all of the friendly ground forces, all of the enemy
nice
air units are all AI. So
go more higher.
All the real pilots are all friendlies. And there's a litany of scenarios or mission sets that you can partake in inside the server. So I'm doing combat search and rescue. So I'm going to rescue pilots that have been shot down, real pilots that have been shot down throughout the area of operation.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the front line to rescue some down pilots. Show current CSAR. Show CSAR on map. Bring up the map. So these blue circles, these dash circles are all down pilots.
How fast are you going?
So we are heading... Where are we at? Make sure I'm not flying into the ground here. I'm out over this way somewhere. There we are. So we are heading this direction. We're here. We're going there. How fast am I going? I am flying 90 knots currently. We're going to pull a little more pitch, build some airspeed. We're at 100 knots now. Show current CSAR. So this menu that you see right here, these are all of the current CSAR missions going. So all of these are pilots that have been shot down. So it's got their call sign, pilot major pain. It's got what aircraft they were in, what grid square they're in, EJ62. If their beacon's active or inactive. If it's active, it'll show a frequency that I can tune to. That'll show me a needle that will point to them. Show current CSAR. Show current CSAR. And then it's got the distance to them currently from my position. So I can tune to the nearest down pilot's frequency at any distance. But I have to be within 8 kilometers to give them the command, the pilot that's on the ground, the command to either launch a flare or launch smoke. So like I said, no down pilots within 8 kilometers. I have a voice command system, piece of software that when I give it voice commands, it'll press hotkeys for me. So that's why when I just said launch smoke, it popped up and said, hey, we can't launch smoke right now, you're not close enough. But it's very convenient. So I'm in VR space, I can't see my keyboard, obviously. So being able to use my mouth to give commands is very, very convenient. We've got a friendly... what's he flying right now? He's flying an Alouette, an SA-342. Oh, Lord. That's a bummer about pulling up the map is you have no idea how you're flying right now. And I don't have autopilot in the Huey. So I gotta hope that I'm kind of straight and level when I'm looking at the map. Show current CSAR. Alright, we're about 10 clicks out. We've got a Huey crew that's down. And flares are armed. Copy. All right, so that aircraft that was engaging targets is RTB, or returning to base right now, so he's giving me kind of a situational update. So our friendly units are engaging right now with the enemy. Looks like they're taking artillery fire. Down here, coming around 10 o'clock. Show current CSAR. Launch smoke. Alright, we're looking for blue smoke, 4 clicks out, right off the nose. Alright, contact the blue smoke, 11 o'clock long. Devin, thank you for the follow.
Left.
All right, so there's a MiG-29 in the area. Hopefully they don't get smoked by it. Or any air-to-ground units. Taking fire from the shoreline. I think that's just a dismounted troop there. We're gonna come into a hover here. Hoist this bad mamma jamma out. Oh, taking shots. Got a little forward drift, try to crack that. May need to slide back a little bit to get our boy on board. I don't know if we picked him up. I don't know if I heard him say he's on board or not. Show current CSAR. Nope.
Is in on.
Let's pedal turn to the left here. Let's try not to hit any of these trees. Oh, we fucking hit a tree, didn't we? What the hell? Or did we get shot? Alright. I think we'll be able to softly plant this one down. There we go. Come on. Come on, old girl. At least we didn't blow up. Dickhead over here. Couldn't have just ran to my aircraft and got on the hook. What an asshole.
What happened? You hit a tree.
I think I hit a tree. I was taking shots from the shoreline though, so who knows? Could have been a number of things. All right, it feels on.
What's better, being a pilot or doing cybersecurity?
If you're asking me, being a pilot, for sure. You'll have way more fun. But, I mean, maybe you love cybersecurity. Maybe you have just as much fun. I don't know. Hard to say. Medican Charles, thank you for the follow. Toye, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you.
Game.
This is DCS World. All right, throttle's coming in. We're at 100% power. Guns are armed. Power's coming in. We're on the go.
What's your processor?
I'm running a Ryzen 9 7900X. Mm-hmm. 13 viewers on Twitch. That's the most I've ever had. That's incredible. Thank you, guys. Small victories, baby. Small victories. Reset this master warning, or master caution. CSAR checking in. All right, so now we have 4 people total in the server, which is good. We had some guys doing some close air support. Panic is over here. Oh, he's flying an F-18. He's high right somewhere. There he is. Homie's going to get after it. Who else is out in the AO here? We've got B-Man and SA-342. Oh, and then Stonks is over. Chevy 1-1. I can't see what aircraft he's in. Oh, he's in an Mi-8. Show current CSAR. Did he just get shot down already? Or at least has an engine out? Panic, are you headed for the airfield? Panic, are you hit? Copy. He just flying around with smoke on? What are you, a fucking Blue Angel over here? I'm curious to see what the hell's going on. Maybe he had a bird strike. I don't know.
Arma?
This is DCS World. Alright, so Phantom's up here in an F-18. He had a bunch of smoke coming out of one of his engines.
The free one.
The base game is free. All of the additional modules are fairly expensive. Alright, so he's not smoking anymore. I guess he was just... I don't know what the hell's going on. He said he was alright though, so... let him do his thing. Show current CSAR. 17.5
The most
clicks.
E-Pensy E-free game.
Yeah. Certainly the most expensive. Like an aircraft module, especially the map modules,
What was your most, if you don't mind?
are the price of a whole different game. I was a 6174, a Huey crew chief. If you jump over to my Twitch, hit the About section and scroll down on one of the panels, there's a pretty lengthy About Me section in there. There's all my PC specs, a lot of frequently asked questions, answers to those questions. Show current CSAR. What the hell is poking me on my pants? Like a piece of plastic or something? Thank you for the follow. Show current CSAR. Alright, 12 clicks out. Show CSAR on map.
What does show current CSOC mean?
So it's a voice command, and it pulls up this little menu that I'm staring at right now. So it shows the... I can't point to it. But it shows the pilot that's down, it shows what they're flying, and it'll give me a distance to how far they are. And that distance is valuable information because I have to be within 8 kilometers to give the command of either launch smoke or launch flare, or launch star cluster. And if I give those commands, they'll pop a smoke grenade, a blue smoke grenade, or they'll launch a survival flare into the air that I'll try to locate. Show current CSAR. And CSAR stands for Combat Search and Rescue. Launch. What do I want them to launch? Launch smoke. 12 o'clock, 7 kilometers. Major pain. That's the same Huey crew that we got shot down trying to rescue last time. Hopefully we can make it in this time. We've got air support as well.
Are these real players or just NPCs?
These are real players. All of the enemy is AI.
As a Marine, do you train with other countries or not?
All of the enemy is AI.
Don't hit the tree.
All of the aviation, friendly aviation assets are all real players. So this guy and this Mi-8 above me is a real player. The guy in this or this Alouette helicopter, he was out over the water somewhere. I don't see him now, but he's a real player. Don't hit the tree. That is good guidance, my friend. As a Marine, do you train with other countries or not? You do. I don't anymore. I got out 11 years ago, but yes, we did train with other countries.
Can you name any?
Train with the Georgians, train with the Afghan National Army, Afghan National Police. I did some stuff with the Mexican Marines. Who else? The Canadians. We're going to hover and winch these guys out. Real close to that tree. We'll try to stay away from that. Just hover right here. We're a little too high to winch them, I guess. Alright, pilots in.
What did you do in the Marines?
I was a Huey crew chief. Alright. I believe both crew members are loaded. That's where I'm going to go. Show current CSAR. Show current CSAR. Alright, pointing. Launch smoke. 8 o'clock, 1 click. Alright, homie's on the beach. We're not taking shots yet, but we will get ready. Yep, there he is. You fucking asshole. Where's he at? 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 Oh, still taking shots. God damn it. There it is. Oh.
Good hits.
This dude's getting good hits too. I think we're going to cut our losses on this one. He is pretty effective. We're going to go get repaired. All of our gauges are looking good. No caution lights.
Request Caesar.
Panic just got shot down in his F-18. Show Caesar on map. Where's he at?
Leaving a man behind? NVR. Crash into threat for the law.
Now I'm going to get repaired and get some more rockets so we can crack this fool. Actually, it is 3:30 in the morning. I need to go to bed. So I think we're gonna go land, drop these
So
guys.
the people you are rescuing are real players.
They are real players. Yep. So, I mean, they're not like if I was to crash right now, it wouldn't make me stand out here until I get rescued, right, before I can play again. Every time the server goes, you have 3 lives. So if I crash right now, I can immediately respawn into my aircraft or whatever aircraft I want to and then fly again. But I'm now down to 2 lives unless somebody goes and picks up my body or, you know, my down pilot from where I crashed at, and then I'll recoup that life. So then I'd be back at 3 lives if somebody rescued me. That's how the server works. Stonks just got shot down in his MI8. Show CSAR on map. Let's see where these guys are. Not like I'm gonna go do anything. Oh, Stonks is way up there. Oh my god, we're about to die!
I see.
That's the danger of looking at the map. You have no idea what you're doing in real space. Woof. We almost lost ourselves alive.
They should have missions where you fly a banner that says, "The enemy is a jerk."
That'd be fun.
You can always set up the autopilot when you're on the map.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no autopilot in this late 60s era helicopter. And my force trim is all jacked up, so...
There is an autopilot.
Is there? Or are you talking about the force trim? Where you click the button and it keeps your control centered or set where you press the force trim.
No, you can assign the autopilot and it will level itself and fly straight.
Where is this magic?
Leia has a force trim. Search autopilot insignia button on off.
I'll do it when I get on deck.
It's really helpful, especially when navigating.
Is this like a DCS helpful tool thing that they added to this aircraft? Because I know for a fact the real-life helicopter, the UH-1H, does not have an autopilot. It has a hydraulically actuated force trim for sure.
I flew A-1 in 1970 in Vietnam.
And
Are you in DDCS?
I am in DCS. Alright. Let's see. Autopilot.
Yeah, there is an autopilot for it. You'll see it.
Autopilot. There it is. Autopilot. Autopilot altitude hold, level flights, orbit. There's even an orbit autopilot option. This is not real. But I'll use it. Joystick.
Yeah, it works great.
Trimmer. Let me clear these ones out. I mean, why would you need force trim then at this point? If you got the autopilot.
But like you said, the real O1 does not have an autopilot.
Yeah, that'd be a highly advanced technology for a helicopter in the Vietnam era. All right, autopilot. I mean, I guess, should I just set it to level flight? And then how do you deactivate it? Whatever, we'll set these.
Just a Signa button to turn it on and off, and when you are in level flight, it will maintain that alt.
So if I hit the same level flight button, it'll deactivate it? All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna test fly this real quick. All right, what are we at? 70 knots. All right, here we go. Okay, no. All right. Here's my autopilot button. Whoa, that's pretty sweet. And there it goes. You turn it on and off. All right, that's dope. Unrealistic, but dope. That'll be a lifesaver. Dude, I can...
It's cool, it'll maintain altitude and stay on the same head you put it on.
That's fantastic. You learn something new every day. Well, perfect.
I'll follow you. I'd like to fly with you sometime.
Hell yeah. Yeah, definitely drop a follow. And shoot me a message if you want to... actually, if you go to my Twitch, my Discord link is in my Twitch. Drop in there and
they should all stay on the same head.
I'll link up with you and we can get some folks in here. And
okay.
Do you fly in the Rotorhead
send you
server?
My Discord, but that's cool.
Dave Penny, thank you for the follow. This is nice. Not having to do shit. Flying back to base. You've provided me some of the most useful information.
Why don't you do
Rob.
a crash landing? Yeah.
Why don't I do a crash landing? Because I don't like to crash. So if I add any control inputs, it's not being overridden. I have to completely disengage the autopilot. It's pretty nice. So if I bump the stick or,
That's correct.
I dig it.
Fly
dig
into
it.
2 towers. That's cool.
I dig it.
There are different modes in the autopilot. You can figure them out.
Yeah, now that I know that it exists, I'll do a little experimentation. But I mean, really,
Wild game.
really altitude and heading hold are, I mean, that's really all I would need. It's the only time I ever, if I'm just bored flying straight and level trying to get to an objective, this is great. If I'm trying to look at the map and navigate, this is great. If I'm trying to read the chat and not trying to,
I thought you were
I'm
playing
not paying
Arma
attention.
Reforger when I first joined.
Oh yeah, no, little different, little more involved than Arma when it comes to the aviation stuff. But all right, Alpha is going to be off our left over here. I believe it is. Check. Let me activate the autopilot. Look at that. Look at that. I was even on
Have
the map.
fun. I'll try to connect tomorrow.
All right, buddy. I appreciate the info. And yeah, let's fly tomorrow if you're on. Is it over the next ridge line? Maybe the next ridge line. Yeah, it sure is. All right, so we're heading back to base. We're going to put her on deck, shut down, and I'm going to bed after this. So if you're not already following, if you drop a follow on TikTok, get some text-to-speech action. And if you want full screen, widescreen, that widescreen action, go hit up my Twitch or my YouTube channels. I stream on all three at the same time, so. And I stream most nights. So after work, 11 p.m. Central Standard Time usually. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it. Also, there's a lot of good, useful information about me, about my setup, answers to a lot of super common questions that I get on my Twitch. So, good morning, Vietnam. Don't I get motion sick? I do not. Alright, throttle's coming out, and loader RPM warning is off, fuel is off, keep the battery, standby generator, non-essential bus is on. Go ahead and get everything shut off here. Alright, bird shutting down. McGregor, Drew, Jacob, Vibes with D. Thank you guys all for the follows. Like I said, if you're not already following, I'd really appreciate it if you would hit that follow button. When I'm streaming next time, if you're a follower, you get text-to-speech, so it makes it super convenient for me if I'm playing a racing sim or flying. I don't got to look at the chat to answer your questions or engage in the chat. So there's that. I'm also live on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok simultaneously. So if you want to go over and drop a follow on Twitch or YouTube, I truly appreciate it. As I said before as well, on Twitch, there's a lot of good information on the About tab. If you scroll down below the stream, there's
same name on Twitch, not on TikTok much. I stream on Twitch though.
Yep, same at aggressively with 3 S's, average. Same username for YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Same with Discord. If you hit up my Twitch, there's a link to my Discord in the About section. Also has all my PC specs, has some frequently asked questions and answers to those questions. So yeah, a lot of good useful information. So go over there, give it a follow if you don't mind. And yeah, I'll be on tomorrow night, streaming same time, 11 p.m. Central Standard. So